where would you go for dessert?
There's nowhere we wouldn't go for dessert.
We try to do dessert every place we go.
Yeah. Steventon's. I love when they have to set stuff on fire. That's my favorite thing. They flambe things right at the table and stuff. And they have things that aren't on fire, but I always make them work for it.
Where do you find a family of communities connected by the storied Mississippi River, where young explorers and dreamers, investors and entrepreneurs thrive? Where can you connect with real people living and creating in a place that's as genuine as it is quirky? QC, that's where.
Welcome to QC That's Where. I'm Katrina, your host, and I'm here today with Laura and Dave Kilmer. Hi guys, how are you?
Hi
Great.
Katrina,
How
we're
are
great.
you?
Doing good. I'm super excited to talk to you guys. We know QC Restaurant Week is on the horizon, and you two have made quite the name for yourselves around here for your restaurant reviews. We've loved and seen all of your posts on QC, or Quad City Food Lovers Facebook page, I think is the full name of it, QC Food Lovers. It's just really nice to see people getting out and about and enjoying the restaurant scene. And so I kind of wanted to throw it to you guys and just what kind of made you want to do those reviews and share the photos of your experiences?
We've always enjoyed going out to dinner, dining out. I mean, since we were kids, our parents took us out. And so when we got together, that was one thing we shared. Always took our girls out to dinner. As far as sharing, it's just like being on Facebook, I guess. I kind of tease and say we're kind of like Facebook whores. You can say that on here, but
sure, we can say whatever we want.
when COVID hit, and what was the name of the other site? QC Takeout and Delivery.
Oh,
that was the original iteration of Food Lovers. We decided, well, yeah, why not? I mean, because COVID, we were retired. So all it meant to us was we couldn't meet up with friends at bars.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't have jobs that we were missing out on, or, you know, any of that kind of thing. So we started going to various places and doing carry out and bringing it home and posting on that site, found that. And then we just kept posting on that site. I don't know, that maybe that's why you changed the name of it, because it's like, you're not carrying it out anymore. Knock it off. So, and it's just been fun. One of the biggest posts we had was New Year's Eve. I got ribs. I found ribs for $1.99 a pound, and we just stayed in. And we did a picture of the ribs and us drinking champagne, and we got what, over 800 likes.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
And we're home. It was crazy. So
Where the ribs from?
Fairway.
Oh wow, yum.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah, and we've done that with Fairway before too. We had a bone-in ribeye one time that we had to take a picture of it, a big tomahawk. So you just kind of.
And we probably got over 400 likes on that. Again, we were on our patio.
It's the funniest thing. I mean, it seems like food photography is, you know, number one, that and like kittens.
Yeah, exactly.
Puppies.
And puppies.
Yeah, puppies, of course. No shade to puppies.
And it's fun. We've gotten a lot of good feedback. We get recognized when we go out places. People are so nice. And it's just, you know, there's like oh, it's Dave and Laura.
Yeah, and you have a lot of the times the staff, like the servers in your photos with you guys.
Yes, and we always ask their name so that we can call them out, and I'm sure they'll know if they don't get asked or if they don't get posted about. It wasn't very good.
Okay, hey, that's a good insight.
We won't post anything negative.
And that's the whole reason that we like the Quad City Food Lovers, is because one of their roles is to be positive and uplift the industry and the people. And we thought that was an extremely worthy goal to have. And so we enjoy putting the great things out there. If they're, like, as Laura said, if there's something that we think is subpar or whatever, we will leave that out of the review. And, you know, nobody wants to get trashed publicly. And so, you know, we talk about the good things.
Or we'll try to be constructive.
But got to tread that lightly too.
Yeah.
You know, I could see a page like that quickly becoming like a complaint department if they don't set those, like, be positive, share the good things, which is just as helpful, because I'm sure people go on and they see a photo of something that looks really delicious, or they, you know, see you guys with your wine. And oh, and the cool thing too about the pictures you post, you can also see the ambiance of where you're at, shows
Right.
some background. You can get a sense of the full experience.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
we try to get in as much as we can doing the one-armed picture taking.
Yes, the selfie, the art of the selfie.
Yes.
It is an acquired skill for sure.
I've
There's
learned.
a lot of negotiation that goes on. On Valentine's Day, it was like, okay, I'll get you with the hors d'oeuvre, you get me with our meal, and then we'll do a selfie with dessert. Okay.
That's so funny. And so do you guys have like a go-to that you keep going back to, or do you try to kind of spread it out?
You know, I would have told you that we have our certain ones that we go to, and then getting ready for this, I wasn't sure how the questions were gonna go and stuff, so I started making lists. We both kind of looked at, okay, what are our road trip favorites? What are our favorites in Rock Island? And we've got 3 pages of restaurants, and they're all ones that we've gone to repeatedly. And it's like, oh my, we do get out a lot. No wonder we don't have any money.
What's your like top tier go-tos?
It's okay to actually name them?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay. Well, Steventon's, Monarch, Bass Street Chop House, Duck City. Those would be, I think, our top fine dining. Am I missing anybody?
Ruthie's can go in
Ruthie's
there.
is
Yeah.
good, yeah. In mid-range, Riverfront Grill in Rock Island is one of our favorites. He used to own, he was the second owner of Amelia's.
Oh,
And
that's right.
and then it was Jayco's, and Jayco's burned down, and now it's Riverfront Grill. So we've known that family for a while, and the Amelia family for a while. Tony's Pizza downtown Moline.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of our
Yeah.
favorites.
We are only
More
about
mid-range.
5 or 6 blocks away from his old location that had a fire. And we never went there. And we've told Al,
Yeah.
or Art, the owner, that you know, we lived that close and we never had gone to it. And now that he's in downtown Moline, we start going down there.
He's in the old barrel house down there.
Yeah. He's
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
So
So
yeah, so that place is near and dear to us.
we really
but-
like Johnny's and
Prime Steakhouse in
Right.
Hillsdale for a short road trip. That's about a half an hour door to door for us, and
Sure.
they are outstanding.
Is Hillsdale kind of, is that distance kind of the furthest you'll go?
oh no, we've gone all the way to Starved Rock Lodge just for lunch.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
What's
So-
out that way?
the lodge has a
Okay.
nice brunch, and
In
they
the
have
park.
and they have Sunday brunch too. So we've gone to that a number of times. We'll go up Albany, Benson's on the Mississippi. We'll go to Galena,
Log Cabin
the Log Cabin
Steakhouse.
Steakhouse, Fritz and Fried's downtown. We really like those places. We love to go to Amana, so that's a lunch spot to go to, the Ronenberg in Amana. I don't know, we're open.
Yeah. Do you take request, like if someone's like, I really want to know what this place is like, but I'd like to send Laura and Dave first?
We have done that, and it doesn't always work out best.
Oh no.
We went one place at a suggestion, and it was from the get-go, from the walk-in, it was not good.
You
And
knew.
the person who wanted us to go had no idea, they'd never been there.
Sure.
So, but had read good things, and so would we. So we were really disappointed. But I just texted this person and said, this is what I'm gonna post it on my wall. And I'm just gonna do a one word, you'll recognize it for the snarkiness that it is, but we're not gonna do food lovers. And okay, thank you. It was just like, thank you. But I mean, this was a place, even the server said to us, you're never coming back, are you?
So it was just like a bad day for this place, apparently.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
it was
Hard to say.
from the walk-in to the food to the service, it was all bad.
Oh,
So I'm not real, there's so many good places.
Mhm.
I don't feel the need to rush back. If we walked in and it was lovely and the service was great and the food was, I'd give them another chance.
Sure.
Or if the service was just a little off because maybe the server had a bad day, but the food was wonderful, I give them another chance. But when you walk in, the whole experience is just like,
yeah,
so, but those things we don't post about then.
right.
So,
Yeah.
they'll give us a recommendation and then they'll text later, did you go? Uh-huh.
That's all. Say no more. Yeah,
doesn't-
we went.
It doesn't happen. It hasn't
Right.
happened very often.
No, it has not.
Oh my God. Well, yeah, there's over like 700 restaurants just in our like
I
destination.
know, there must be
Yeah,
100
after
on my
looking
list.
at our list, we believe
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and
Do
you
you
know,
have-
some of them are just spur of the moment things, like we had driven back by Jack's LST, Locust Street Tavern. It has what, warm beer and lousy food.
Yeah.
And I think it says on the
Oh,
outside.
funny.
Since we've been married over 40 years, we've driven by that place all the time, never stopped. And it's like, let's go there for lunch. Okay. And so
And did they have? Did it live up to their name?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, yeah, no.
it's bar food. it's a
Everything was the
grill.
way it was supposed to
Yeah,
be.
it was really good. We had a nice conversation with the owner.
Mhm.
Our bartender, waitress, and cook, she's all of them.
Oh, wow.
We posted on Quad City Food Lovers, and a friend of hers came back. I don't remember her name, but she says, "Oh my gosh, you're with Carol," or whatever her name was. And I said, "Are you Carol?" And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, your friend just, she's in the hospital. What is she doing?"
Oh
So,
my gosh.
she's following you
She's on
Quad City Food Lovers.
Facebook.
She's living vicariously through your experiences
Right.
on there. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
I mean, we love the fine dining, but not everything has to be fine dining.
No.
Right.
We love to go out to lunch. That's our favorite. COVID kind of put a grip because people can't be open as many hours and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's starting to come back now.
Oh, sure,
We're
sure.
seeing. So
Yep. And like Mexican restaurants, we have so many of them, and
yeah.
one of our favorites is La Herradura out in
Mhm.
Silvis. They're at that location. We've never been to their La Claire location, and so that's a fun place to go visit. And then Quad City Pancake House
Oh.
in downtown Rock Island, across from Circa.
Coffee and Pancake House.
Coffee and Pancake. That's really a great little business down there. The owners are very sweet. We have a nice time when we go down there.
Huge menu.
Yeah.
And you've tried the cinnamon roll pancakes, I assume there.
Yes.
Not on purpose. The first time we were there was
Pedro.
Pedro Jose.
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 I gotta remember who's
The
where.
owner / chef came out
Yeah.
and brought us. We already had our breakfast and they're huge. And then he brought out the cinnamon roll pancakes so that we had to try those. And the last time we were there, we got the smoked salmon on the little Crostini's or
Yeah.
something like that. And that was the other owner, his wife, brought those out to us and had us
Oh.
try. We want to add these to the menu. We'd like you to try them. But we already
Oh,
I
Yeah.
had a salad. I just had a salad for lunch. I'm telling you, it was this big around, this
About
huge.
12-inch bowl.
Oh my God. Full.
a big salad.
Yeah, I just
Very
had
big.
a salad. So
Do you have a
sometimes-
list of? Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, so sometimes things just get shared with us. Just to, tell us what you think.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, you've developed a reputation of, honest reviews, positive, obviously, on that page. So yeah, if I were a restaurant owner, I would absolutely take my test subjects to you guys and say, hey,
Yeah.
give me the real deal.
Yeah.
Do you have a list of places that you haven't yet been to, but you want to, what's on your list to go to next?
Not a list. Mm-mm.
No, we
We-
just watch.
Yeah, we take a lot of cues from cutesy food lovers. People have been places. Sometimes it's just like, what sounds good today? Oh, let's do Mexican food. Let's do something different. So I'll just Google Mexican restaurants near me and we'll look for something and, look at the TripAdvisor and see what the ratings are and, stuff like that. So I know we've got a lot of good ones. It's been years, since I've been to Maria's up here in Moline. Not too far from Clint's Draft House. Clint's Draft House, there's another one we really like. That's close to us. We miss the Belgian Village, but we can get takeout from there. If you could order the
Or get
sandwiches,
them from
but-
High D.
Well, but then I have to cook them. Have you ever tried to flip a sandwich that's this big?
I wouldn't know the first thing.
Not fun.
I've seen your pictures from La Herradura. The margaritas look extreme.
They're good, yeah.
And that's a
They're very
small one. That
Oh
we
my
get.
God.
We just
Yeah,
get the little one.
They have
yeah.
the large ones, but one's enough. When
They
you're
look
out.
beautiful. They
Yeah.
serve
Yeah.
them in really fancy
Uh-huh.
glasses and
Oh, they've redone the inside of that place. You would never know. You know, it started out as a pizza place,
Mhm.
Okay.
and it was a walk up and, or, you know, point it and get your slice and go sit, and there were very few places to sit. So when they said it was going to become a barrel house, I thought, well, how are they going to do that? Because it's little. Well, they totally redid it. They enclosed the kitchen, lots of seating. It was all different. This is even different yet. And they pretty much kept the bar,
Mhm.
but everything is engraved with La Herradura, and you know,
On
so
the tables.
it's like, we're not going anywhere, and if we do, we're taking our stuff with us. So
They
that's
put a
good.
big patio on
Yeah, they've
outside,
got a
so
nice-
they maximize their use of space out there.
Delua, there's another one.
Oh, Delua, yes.
And now we've been to the one down on the river, and that is really good. Looking forward to their patio opening so I can have a margarita on the river.
Yeah. I haven't been to that location. I remember it was I think it was Water Bar a few years back,
Yes.
and
Yeah,
And then
it's had a number of names.
It was a Bud's
Skyline.
Skyline.
Yep. That's right.
His
Yeah.
had a place there, barbecue.
Yeah.
it's such a cool location. I love those restaurants where they do have that riverfront, like Riverfront Grill.
Yeah.
They've got that,
Yeah.
you know, obviously
Right,
back on
right.
the table.
And
Yeah.
he's put in docks. So
Mhm.
you can bring if you have a boat, you can bring your boat up there, and a patio.
Yeah, he's
And he's
cemented
got
his
a big
patio.
screened in porch type of thing.
Mhm.
And he's got several banquet rooms, and
Mhm.
he'll do the catering and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
they've done a really nice job.
Mhm.
We just discovered, my husband Chris and I, we just discovered their pizza. So
Oh,
we're
he-
like addicted to their, like, it's like
Yeah.
barbecue brisket pizza or
Yes,
something.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
he does his
He
own
is.
smoking. He makes his own corned beef too.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
I
got
love that. Like St. Patrick's Day,
Yeah.
I'll have
So
to
he's-
definitely try that.
So he's got, okay, on St. Patrick's Day, he's got a corned beef and sauerkraut pizza.
No kidding.
Oh, and it's fabulous.
Yes.
That's different.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's really good. So it's
Train, what's like the strangest or like most unique meal you've ever ordered someplace? If not, no big deal.
actually we were at Duck City a couple weeks ago, and I got confused with, he had foie gras on the menu, and I immediately went to pate,
Mhm.
and it's not pate. I mean, it's the duck liver
It
or
is
the
the
goose liver.
Yes.
And
I
so
didn't know what that word meant.
Yeah, well,
It's liver
yeah, I
in
wasn't
French.
thinking about it. And I said to Chef Jeremy, I said, well, I screwed that up. And he said, is it okay? I said, oh my God, it's fabulous. But it, wasn't what I was expecting. So it's like, I don't know if I like liver. I mean, I do like liver, obviously, because I love pate, but
But I loved that.
so that was, boy, was it rich.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
We actually
Yeah.
left
Oh,
some
it
of
was-
that because you just couldn't go on.
It was
Right.
delicious. But
Yeah.
we're not that, I don't know around here that there are a lot of weird things to get. The first time I ever had caviar was at Monarch.
Mm.
And I trust, Chef Matt enough that, okay, I'll try it.
Mhm.
Unfortunately for Dave, I love caviar.
Unfortunately.
So he still has it on the menu, and now, Bass Street will have it once in a while too. They'll get it on their fresh sheet.
Yeah,
Oh,
So
cool.
we've had it both places and it's really
well,
wonderful.
Yeah, different presentations, but really wonderful.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I even have an answer to like the, oddest dish I've ever ordered, but I don't know. I guess I'm kind of like, I get into like a comfort thing, like, oh, I know that I like this type of whatever, and I don't branch out enough.
we don't do a lot of Indian food. For one thing, for me, it's too spicy,
Sure.
and I'm not a curry fan. Dave loves curry, but
not spicy.
We're at that age, we're kind of at that age that our throats and stomachs aren't that wild about being burned.
Yeah.
So we just kind of avoid that kind of thing. So
Okay, yeah. I love Thai food. I always get it like no spice. And if there is spice, I've found that adding peanut butter to it will like
oh sure.
tame it down enough that I can enjoy it,
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We love, exotic Thai, Miss Faye's over
Yeah.
there on Brady Street, Lemongrass Cafe, downtown Moline.
We do
Tantric.
that a lot
Tantra,
here.
Asian fusion, yeah.
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 all those places.
Lemongrass. Yeah, you
I
said
said lemongrass, yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of different cultural flavors to experience.
Not a lot of French restaurants, not a lot of Italian restaurants anymore, but
Sure.
love La Mekong in
Yeah.
downtown Moline, Vietnamese.
Oh, I
With,
haven't
yeah,
tried that.
Excellent food.
it's really good.
So if someone came to you and said, "Hey, I'm in the Quad Cities for a day. I'm having breakfast, lunch, and dinner out. Where are you gonna send them?"
Quad City Coffee and Pancake House for breakfast. We're going to send them for lunch. Maybe Tony's
Mhm.
for lunch and Monarch for dinner.
Oh, perfect. The perfect food day.
You bet. You bet.
Do you,
You'd
do you
be
guys
really
have
full.
it's a what?
You'd be really
Oh,
full.
oh, yeah.
I'm not sure you could eat lunch after you went to breakfast.
I know, right? Yeah, they definitely pile their plates high and deep, and I appreciate that because there's always
Yeah.
leftovers for, for later, which is awesome. I wonder if you guys do you have I know you have wine a lot with your dinners. Do you have a go-to place that has a great selection or a favorite, bottle?
We're not overly picky. We really like to get.
I drink wine out of a box at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the places that we go to, we try to get familiar with what they have to offer. And we tend to stick to whites. And so, from Chardonnay to Pinot Grigio and then to Rosé, so kind of a blush, but Rosés are dry. And then we've run into orange wine lately, which is kind of like an even drier rosé, but it's how they ferment.
They leave the peels on the grapes.
Yeah, so it tints it a little different.
So the color's a little different. It's not quite pink, but the first time we had it was at Monarch, and Hannah said to me, "We've got this new wine. It's an orange wine." And I made a face,
Orange.
Laura, grow up. It's not made from oranges.
Citrus wine. Yum.
Okay.
But we've been able to find that at Hy-Vee up on Avenue of the City. It's orange wine.
Cool.
So we buy a couple bottles if we're home on a Friday or Saturday night and enjoy that.
And frankly, the drinking is part of our shtick. We always say, "Well, hold up your glass. They won't know who we are."
Here we are.
we don't have a drink in our hand. I don't care what time it is. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I mean, in the brunch options, they always have a Bloody Mary bar or, mimosa brunch. Do you have a favorite brunch spot?
Bass Street has an excellent
Theirs
brunch.
is out off the menu.
Yeah.
We just recently discovered the Foundry. A couple friends turned us on to that, and that was excellent. And that's a buffet. Oh, but on their buffet for their desserts, they have Hertz donuts.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, they cut them in half. They're right next door, almost next door to the Foundry. So that's really cool that you've got two businesses working there. Oh, that was delicious. And they've got the mimosa and Bloody Mary.
We really like Riverfront Grill's
Riverfront Grill has good
weekends.
Good breakfast.
They have it, and that's very good.
Yeah.
The diner does mimosa and tequila or margarita flights.
Oh, wow.
So you can go either direction.
So I've gotten breakfast and gotten a mimosa flight, and so does Delua.
Yes.
Or you can get a margarita flight. That's kind of fun. You get to pick your flavors of margaritas, and they come in the cute things.
Oh yeah, that's different.
Yeah,
That's very cool.
booze. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had Iron and Grain Coffee. They do coffee flights. You could try a bunch of. I like doing that because you don't have to commit to just one whole.
Right.
Oh,
cup
sure.
of whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not a beer drinker. I like beer, but that's not my go-to. But in the summertime, and it's hot, and Clint's Draft House, well, a lot of places have the little beer flights, but that I can handle. The little glasses, and we can share them and stuff. And I feel like I can accomplish that. They bring me a 12-ounce beer, and it's like, I'll never get to that.
Can I get a half size of this?
Yeah,
Please?
exactly. Bring me 4 3-ounces. So that I can do.
There you go. Downsize it a little bit. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That's fun. So dessert. Where would you go for dessert?
There's nowhere we wouldn't go for dessert.
We try to do dessert every place we go.
Yeah. Steventon's. I love when they have to set stuff on fire. That's my favorite thing. They flambe things right at the table and stuff. And they have things that aren't on fire, but I always make them work for it. Chef Matt at Monarch makes the best cheesecake with homemade caramel sauce to die for.
Yes.
He had a cream puff on Valentine's Day. Oh my God, it was wonderful.
Well,
But yeah,
and
we
his
tried
strawberry
dessert everywhere.
shortcake,
Yeah,
and he makes these
biscuits,
biscuits
sugared biscuits to go with
that are
this.
just out of this
Oh, wow.
world. So, but his menu changes a
Yeah,
lot, so you
yeah.
got to kind of keep up with things. You never know what they're going to offer, but he does a fantastic job.
I'll try that. I love those menus that are changing all the time.
Yeah,
You know,
we do too.
Keep it
That-
interesting.
Yeah, that'll keep us out of some places after a while. It's like, we'll look up their menu online. It's like, well, it hasn't changed since the
Sure.
last few times we were there. So, and there's only 3 things I like, so I don't think we're gonna go there. So yeah, and we've talked to a lot of, acquaintances. You run into the same people a lot of times, especially, we sit at the bar a lot of times and visit with the bartender, and bartenders usually introduce us to, well, you must know Mike and Sally. Of course, everybody knows Mike and Sally from Geneseo. Where are they from?
I think so.
Hi,
Yes.
Mike and
Yes.
yeah.
And we'll talk about the same things. Do you go to such and such a place anymore? Well, no, the menus never change.
Mhm.
And their special is just something off the menu that they knock $1 off of. That's not special. So, then you tend to drift away. So yeah, places that change their menus a lot. And Monarch does that for sure.
Yes, yes, they do.
Bass Street is getting there.
Yeah.
They do their fresh sheet and stuff. They have a new chef he's wonderful, but he's still, it's supply chain and COVID and
Yeah. No, everybody felt it for sure. Yeah, like you said earlier, from the hours to, just
Right.
keeping staff in place, and
Right.
yeah,
Right.
it's-
Right.
and that's why I think everybody gravitated so hard to when it was the Quad City Food Lovers Facebook page. It was Quad City Takeout and Delivery, is that what it was called
Right,
before?
correct.
Yeah, it blew up so fast. Everyone was just like trying to seek something outside of their homes,
Right.
desperately.
Well, I told
Exactly.
Dave, I haven't cooked this much since we had our girls at home, and I don't like it. I like to cook, but I'm losing my mind rapidly here. So one time he put me in the car and drove me to Muscatine, and we ate Arby's in the parking lot just to get me out of the house during
Yeah,
COVID.
you couldn't go in, but we were
Yeah.
out and about. And
So,
I think our first venture back into out, not dining, but getting food out was at Baked.
okay.
We did their curbside, every so often. It was
Right.
Baked isn't here anymore, but it was just a relief from the dumb stuff that I was making at home.
Yeah.
We did a lot of carry out from Riverfront because we're just minutes away from there in Rock Island, so it
Well, and he
worked
was
out well.
running huge specials at
Oh,
that
my
point
word,
too. Be
yes.
like, you want a bottle of wine with that? We'll sell you a bottle of wine for $7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Throw it in there.
Take that carry
Yeah,
out.
but it brought business.
Yeah. It kept
Dang.
him going.
Yeah.
Well, they were.
Yeah. One of the places that before COVID we'd go to a lot was Me and Billy. And
Oh.
Yes. We've
Yeah.
only been there a couple times. The last time we were there was for lunch. We need to get back for dinner. But the owner came and sat and talked with us for a while. And do you know why it's Me and Billy?
no, I don't.
Mhm,
He had a brother, Billy,
mhm.
and they had a boat together. And the boat's name was Me and Billy. And so when he was trying to name the restaurant, his daughter said, Me and Billy. Gotta be. It's gotta be. He used to own Max Tavern, the guy who,
Okay.
is that
I
right?
think that's right, yeah.
Be careful, I make stuff up. But
I believe it.
Yeah. Well, but if he sees this, he'll be like, no, I didn't.
We'll put a pin in that maybe. Maybe he owned Max Tavern.
I'm pretty sure he said he did. Yeah, because he knew the newspaper.
Yeah,
people who used to
he
go-
knew my dad from way back, the
Oh, okay.
guy that is there,
Because the
so,
newspaper guys would go down to Max Tavern.
yeah.
Sure. And you discovered that just because he came over and started
Yeah,
chatting.
just came and we were chatting.
And I said, well, you've been around a long time like I have. And I said, do you happen to know Forrest Kilmer? And he goes, I did.
Love that.
So, yeah.
It's a
They are
small-
so personable there.
Yes, they are.
Yes, very.
And the food
And-
is so good. And it's so different.
Yes, it is so different, and it changes periodically, and I always go to the what they call the chef inspired nachos, because it's always a different
Okay.
combination that I would never ever imagined, think of to make at home.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and you couldn't afford to by the time you bought all the ingredients to do it once.
Okay, true.
Might as well go to me and Billy and let them do it.
Yeah. Yes, I will take your, corned beef nachos, whatever.
Right.
And I like me and Billy because it can be, and a lot of restaurants, are kind of this way, but you can treat it as like a more, not, fancy is not the word, but like, more upscale, environment, or you can be
Upscale
really
casual.
casual there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. And so many places are like that anymore. Almost period.
Well, yeah, you see
the dress up
everything
places have just kind
everywhere.
of evaporated.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We dress up every now and then, depending on where we're going, and
Yeah.
just get a
Well,
kick out of it.
Being retired, I get tired of jeans all the time. So on Valentine's Day, I've got this purple sequin dress. How often do you get to wear a purple sequin dress?
Right?
That was time 3. I think I've had it for 4 years. So
Not bad.
we struck up a conversation with a young couple next to us, and they were there for Valentine's Day. They ate at the bar, and they were in jeans. They didn't look any more out of place than I looked in my purple sequin dress. I probably looked more out of place than they did. A couple of the servers commented on how well we cleaned up.
Yes.
So.
Oh, well, there you go.
And it was, not that you don't look nice every time
right.
you drink, but you look
I
really
didn't mean
nice.
it like that.
And one of the, I think, aside from getting the great food that we have around the Quad Cities, one of the biggest things that I get a kick out of is being able to meet all the people that we do when we're out, because we can be at Hy-Vee, we can be at Von Maur, we can be any place, and people will say, hey, I know you guys, and stand and talk for a while, or just in passing, whatever it may happen to be. But we get a really big kick out of that, and we've met some very nice people along the way. The managers at Hy-Vee know that we do this, and it's always, oh, where are you going tonight? And and one of the checkout ladies is the same way, and we'll hear somebody from 3 rows down say, where's lunch today?
You guys have become like foodie celebrities of the Quad Cities.
We're like the grandma and grandpa of the Quad Cities. I said that we went into is the Barrel House in Davenport. We went in for lunch, and the young lady who was taking care of us recognized us right away. And she said, oh, I follow you guys, food lovers, and I'm so happy that you came in, and then I get to wait on you. And I said, yeah, we're kind of like the grandma and grandpa of the Quad Cities. And she goes, no, I'd say you're more like my parents. And I said, really? She goes, yeah, my parents are like 80.
Oh my
God. It went right over her head because, and then
direction.
We talked some more, and okay, she had been adopted, and they were older, and this and that.
Yeah, they were in their 50s when they adopted her.
But it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, I know I can't pass for 40, but 80.
Still in our 60s.
Yeah.
You're like, I will take this into consideration in my review today.
Yeah. No, she was a doll.
No,
that's good.
And it's a great story.
And she never saw anything where we reacted badly, but when she walked away, we looked at each other like, what?
Oh my God, that's really funny. So Quad City Restaurant Week is coming up March 20th through 26th. Dozens of restaurants will be featured. I hope that you guys will be able to continue your exploration and reviews during that week. Is there a restaurant that you would like to, so we have a promotional period where we have the restaurants, sign on, it's free. It's just basically so they can end up on our, browse all the restaurants list, and they add a special. Is there a restaurant that you were like, this has to be featured during QC Restaurant Week?
One we haven't mentioned would be Crane and Pelican in LeClaire. And Mandy has really done a lot with that place. And now she's got Sunday brunch, and they do some other things. And that's another favorite, especially lunch spot for us. I would go back to Monarch and Steventon's, Bass Street. Those would be Duck City. So
we'll have to make sure that they are all on the list.
Yeah, they're probably none of them need to be on the list.
Right.
But,
well, this is the point where I would love to throw it to you guys and have you fill in the blank. QC, that's where
we go to eat.
You kind of took the words out of my
Is
mouth.
that
So we have the greatest array of restaurants that you could find in a metro area.
Yeah, we've had friends come from all over the country and they can't get over all the wonderful homegrown restaurants we have here. You know, we don't have to take them to some chain to get a fabulous meal. So, yeah. We're pretty proud of that.
Mhm.
Well, thank you guys so much for sharing your perspective. I hope if you're listening, I hope that you will find Laura and Dave on Quad City Food Lovers. The reviews are awesome. The pictures are helpful. So thank you both so much. Quad City Restaurant Week is March 28th through 26th. So please explore all of our restaurants on qcrestaurantweek.com, and we will see you on the next podcast.
Thanks for listening to QC, That's Where, a podcast powered by Visit Quad Cities. Text Visit QC to 38314 for insider events, activities, and updates sent straight to your phone. That's VISITQC, one word, to 38314. Message and data rates may apply.